online through the Iyengar Yoga Center, Mexico City. So to begin the session, let me just briefly tell you what props you may need for today. You would need about 3 folded blankets, the blankets you have at home. You would need a soft block. If you don't have a block, you can use any hard-covered book. A bolster. If you don't have a bolster, it's all right. We will improvise. And a chair. Any chair would do. Could be your dining chair, any chair that you have easily available in your home. We're going to begin the session by sitting for the invocation prayer. I'd like you to take your blanket and fold it. You could use 1 blanket, you could use 2 blankets, depending on your height, on what your need is. The priority being that when you sit for the invocation prayer, you should be able to lift comfortably your lower back region up to be able to keep your spine erect. So, and folding 1 blanket, keeping it behind me. Stretch the legs out in Dandasana. So sit with your legs stretched out in Dandasana. And then I hold my left knee and bend my left leg under, hold my right knee, bend my left leg, bend the left leg under. I press my sitting bones onto my support on which I'm sitting and lift my side trunk up. So create that contact with that support that you're sitting on, ground yourself and raise your side trunk up. Then use your fingertips on your mat, on your blanket, whatever support you're sitting on, and raise your side trunk up. Broaden your collarbones, roll your shoulders back, keep the back of the head long, and for a moment only observe the movement of the breath. The inhalation breath from the sides of the navel going up to the top of your shoulders, and the exhalation breath from the back of the shoulders down towards your hips. And then bring your palms by your sides, join your palms in front of your chest, the thumbs touching the sternum bone, the fingers pointing away. Keep your elbows close to your body, relax your shoulders, soften your gaze, and gently shut your eyes. Take a slow, soft, smooth inhalation breath, a slow, soft, smooth exhalation breath. Let go of all your thoughts on the next exhalation breath. Let's begin today's session by chanting Om 3 times and the invocation prayer to Lord Patanjali. Malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarottam pravaram munina patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi avahu purushakaram shankhachakrasridharinam Sahasrashirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim Hari Om. With the exhalation breath, softly bow your head down. Bring your palms on your thighs. On the next inhalation breath, gently raise your head up and slowly open your eyes. Extend your legs out. One more time, and we're going to change the cross of the leg. So you are going to now cross your left leg under first and then the right leg. Sit comfortably, bring your palms on your thighs. So this morning's practice, before we begin, I'd like for us to set an intention for today's practice. And keeping that in mind, there is this beautiful explanation or in the Bhagavad Gita, in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, where yoga is defined as samatvam yoga uchyate, which means equanimity of mind is yoga. Now, in this current scenario, the world scenario that we are all living in with COVID, we all have been thrown off the state of samatvam. We are all off balance. We are all off the state of equanimity. We are all trying to find that balance in our lives. And therefore, yoga is actually a very beautiful tool that helps to bring that balance, that state of samatvam in our lives. The word samatvam means equanimity, balance, a calmness with energy, the ability to be able to handle everything, all the challenges that life is throwing at us at this moment. So we are going to do a little experiment today as we practice. I want you to, for 30 seconds, just close your eyes and observe the state of your mind. Maybe it's morning for you where you are, maybe it's evening for you where you are, but just make a quick mental note of how you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling dull, lethargic. In yoga, it's called tamasic, the inertia. Maybe you've just woken up, you don't feel like moving. Or maybe it's evening and your mind is full of too many thoughts, too much of activity in the brain. Just make a mental note of how you're feeling. That's all. And now, you're going to stand up. So you're going to remove the blanket from under you. We're going to begin the practice today with energy, because we want to understand how we can use yoga to energize ourselves. For those of you who are already practitioners, who are familiar with the Iyengar method, we are going to be doing Adho Mukha. So we are going to be doing full arm balance at the wall. We are going to use this arm position, where your thumbs are going to face towards the wall and the fingers are going to face the other way. So you are able to lock your elbow and be strong in your shoulders. For those who are new to the practice, your practice for this asana is going to be different. You are going to stand facing the wall and you are going to walk your palms. You are going to walk your palms below the wall. Walk your palms under, and you're walking your feet back till your hips and knees are in one line. And now you're going to push the wall away from you, glue your fingers onto the wall, push the wall away from you, and then keep your legs firm, quadriceps firm, and you're only going to learn today the action of kicking the leg up, keeping the rest of the body stable, diaphragm up, keeping your outer hips hitting towards each other. Strongly raise your right leg up and bring it down. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. That's all you're going to do. You're going to do 5 times on the right side, 5 times on the left side. To come out of the position, walk forward, palms on your waist, then you're back in Thorax. For the others, we are going to go into full arm balance. You're going to keep your palms like this, about 1 to 1.5 palm distance away from the wall. Glue your palms into the mat, walk forward and kick up. Press your palms and lift the shoulders up. Lift the shoulder blades up. Lift your side trunk up. Squeeze your hips, your outer knees, your outer heels towards each other and become tall. Lift from your buttocks up. Then breathe lightness in your shoulders. Crawl your heels up on the wall. So you become light. Allow the back of the head to descend towards the floor. Feel the energy. Exhale with control. One leg down, other leg down. Palms on your waist. Inhale and come up. You're going to stand in front of the mat in Asana, but your feet are hip distance apart. You're going to pressurize the big toe mound, little toe mound, center of the heel, the tripod of the foot, down onto your mat. Press it down and lift the quadriceps up. Your top buttocks go down towards the floor. Lift the pubic bone up. Lift your sternum bone up. Keep your clavicles broad. Bring your arms by your sides. Be steady. Watch your breath. Watch what that posture did for you. So today you're going to take on the role of an observer. You're going to observe your own practice, the reactions of your own mind and your own body. From here, you're going to raise your arms up, height of your shoulders, right little finger below the left little finger, interlock your fingers, reverse the interlock, and you're going to move your upper arms back so that your chest comes forward, and then maintaining this, you're going to raise your arms up. Bend your elbows to the side, and you're going to hit your upper arms 3-4 times back to create mobility in your shoulder. And then extend your arms up completely. Upper arms down to create space in your neck and shoulders. Triceps rolling in and lengthen. Lengthen from the hips. Your side trunk up to the armpit, armpit to the elbow, elbow to the fingertips. Inhale and become tall. Squeeze your hips towards each other. Exhale, and you're going to bend your trunk towards your right side. But become tall as you bend towards your side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend to the side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend to the side. Inhale and come up. Release your arms. Reverse the interlock. Now, your left little finger is going to go below this time. So you reverse the interlock. And that has an effect on your shoulders. So it's important to do that. So reverse. And then same action. Arms go up. Bend the elbows. Hit the upper arms back 2-3 times. And then raise your arms up. Become tall. Hit your hips, outer hips towards each other and become tall. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, and you're going to bend your spine now towards your left side. But become long, tall in your spine as you go sideways. Don't move the head away from the spine. This is all one line. Head and neck is only following the spine. Following the spine. Inhale and come up. Bring your palms down. Reverse the interlock. Bring your arms by your side. Now we're going to go towards a little bit more dynamism, energy. So we're going to do some Surya Namaskars. We're going to approach the Surya Namaskar in a different, fun way. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect the postures of Surya Namaskar, and then we're going to practice the Surya Namaskar as a whole. So let's stand in Tadasana. Keep your feet together, toes together, inner heels together. If you have a back pain, you can keep your feet apart. Or if you're not need, you can keep your feet apart. Others can join the feet together. Women who are in their monthly cycle should also keep their feet apart and no jumping. Okay? So feet together. Press the tripod of the foot down. Lift the quadricep up. Top hips down. Pubic bone up. Side trunk up. Broaden your shoulders. This is your sternum bone. Lift the sternum bone up. Broaden it like a T shape. Lift it up. Broaden it. Allow the chest to open. Allow the lungs to be able to breathe better. And now we're going to go to Urdhva Hastasana 5 times. So inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Come down, exhale, Tadasana 5 times. Urdhva Hastasana, Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana, Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana, Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana, Tadasana. Last time. Urdhva Hastasana, hold. Upper arms down. Triceps rolling in. Create space between the neck and the shoulders. Don't be like this. Shoulders down. Arms up. Lock the elbows. And release the arms down. Now, from here, we are going to add the jumping back or walking back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. So let me show you now sideways. Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Palms facing forward. Uttanasana. We first go to Uttanasana. Not Adho Mukha Svanasana. Uttanasana, Urdhvastasana, Uttanasana, Urdhvastasana, inhale, exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now those of you who have your feet apart, you have a condition in your back, or you're not able to keep your arms up for long for the neck because of any tension in your neck, keep your palms on your hips, and you can do the same action, this is differently. So inhale, chest up, exhale, you're going to tip the pelvis over that this femur bone, come forward halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, come back. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. It's important to feel the bending of the pelvis, the movement here in your forward bending. So 5 times. Okay, now we're going to add Adho Mukha Svanasana. So we are here, Urdhva Svanasana, palms facing forward, Uttanasana. If you can't reach the floor, you can bend your knees till your palms reach the floor, not hanging halfway. Look forward, either you will walk back, so you will lift your right leg up, swing it back, lift the left leg up, swing it back, and come to Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then you will walk your legs back. Or you bend your knees, look forward, jump back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Glue your palms into the mat and pull yourself away from the mat. Right from long, hips to the backward. Bend the knees, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees, Uttanasana. Bend the knees, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 2 more times. If you're walking back, you just walk back. Last time, bend the knees, look in front, jump back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let me show you from the front. In Adho Mukha Svanasana, you glue your palms onto the mat, you roll your upper arms inside out, and you move your shoulder blades towards your hips. So, this is the action. So, glue your palms and move towards your hips. Make your hips, move your hips to the wall behind you and up towards the ceiling. Thighs strong, quadriceps moving towards the hamstrings. And then bend the knees, look between your palms, walk back or jump back. You can bring your palms on your waist, inhale and come up. Now we are going to add the next motion in the Surya Namaskar cycle, which is Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. So let's skip the first 2-3 steps so we can just understand what that position is. So we came to Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, plant the front part of your foot, the mounds on the floor, legs strong, and then you're going to start to bring your tailbone down to the floor, lift the pubic bone up, lift the sternum bone up, roll the shoulders away from the ears. This is Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Don't be like this. Shoulders away from the ears. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Last time, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees, jump back or walk back. Palms on your waist. Inhale and come up. The last position that we are going to add is Chaturanga Dandasana. Now again, if you have a neck condition, back condition, or women in their monthly cycle, or any gynecological ladies' problems, you're not going to do Chaturanga. You will go back to what we just did. Adho Mukha Svanasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana 5 times. For the others, let's come to Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, you already did Urdhva Mukha Svanasana on the inhale. Now to go to Chaturanga, extend your heels back towards the wall that is now behind you. Hit your outer hips towards each other like you did previously. Lift your chest up Now exhale, slide the elbows close to the body. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Last time. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees. Jump back. Palms on your waist. Inhale and come up. So now we are ready to practice 3 rounds of the full Surya Namaskar. For those of you who had enough of jumping or of this activity, if you don't feel ready, if you're new, I'm going to show you how you can do Surya Namaskar with the help of the chair. So it's important to keep the chair, the back of the chair supported at the wall. And then you're going to stand about 2 to 3 feet away from the chair. Take position. You're going to start in Tadasana. Go take your arms up. Urdhva Hastasana on the inhale. Exhale. You have the option to keep your palms on your waist. Go forward. Bring your palms on the chair. Or, if you don't have any neck condition, take your arms up. Exhale, tilting that pelvis. Bring your palms down. Move the hips to the back wall, but extend the sternum bone forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Then hold the sides of the chair. Walk your leg back, one leg back, other leg back. Same like you did on the floor. Hold the chair firmly, but move yourself away from the chair. Like your fingers are glued to the chair. So pull yourself back. Hips to the back wall. Legs strong. Then this is Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then you walk forward. Legs strong. Tailbone down. Pubic bone up. Lift your sternum bone. Roll the shoulders away. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. If you want to try, Chaturanga here. Elbows close to the body. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk your right leg in front. Left leg in front. Palms on your hips. Inhale and come up. And then you go back to your left leg. You have the option to not do Chaturanga Dandasana. For the others, let's do 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar. You can walk back, you can jump back. So Tadasana, Urdhva Hastasana, upper arms down, palms facing forward. Exhale, Uttanasana. Bend knees if you need to. And now to jump back or walk back, first bend the knees, look up. You're going to swing your hips back. Swing the hips back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees. Jump back. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Adho Mukha. Urdhva Mukha. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Uttana. Urdhva Mukha. Uttana. Adho Mukha. Urdhva Mukha. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Bend the knees, jump back. Urdhva Hastasana. Tadasana. Now recover. Those of you who are jumping, keep your legs wide, wider than your hips. And you're going to bend forward in Uttanasana. So as you bend forward, just go down casually. You don't need to stretch up, just go down casually till the pelvis. Bring the back of the wrist if you reach the floor. On the floor, extend the back of the knee to the buttock. From the buttock, feel the skin rolling towards the back of the head. Hang the head down. If you don't reach the floor, you can climb up with your palms on your leg. You can hold the ankle. You can come up and hold your calf muscle. Move your elbows out to the side. Shoulders up, away from your head side. So the shoulders are moving up, but only the head is hanging down. And be quiet. Watch your breath. Watch your heart rate. Palms on your waist, not too much rest. Inhale and come up. We're now going to do Uthita Trikonasana, Uthita Parshvakonasana, but we are going to do it in a Vinyasa. Vinyasa means linking of postures. Now Surya Namaskar in itself is a Vinyasa because you link postures in a certain fashion. Again, you have the option to walk back, Be slow, take your time, especially if you're new and if these positions are not familiar with you, not familiar to you, then take your time to absorb the instructions. So, stand. Remember, Tadasana is your position where you stabilize yourself. Please return to Tadasana all the time. Become steady like a mountain. Press the tripod. Lift the quadriceps up. As you press your feet down, you should feel the energy rising up, not going down towards the floor. Urdhva-Vasana. Palms facing forward. Uttanasana. Bend the knees, look forward, walk back or jump back. And then from here, you're going to walk your right leg forward and drop your left foot like so. Or from here, those who have more experience, chop the legs to Trikonasana. So my right leg is pointing 90 degrees in this angle. My back leg, the heel is going towards the wall behind me. Toes are more towards the camera. Pressurize the outer edge of that back leg, which is the left leg, outer edge down to the floor. Lift the quadricep up. Lift from the outer knee up to tuck that femur bone in. Now you have the option to extend from here, pull that kneecap up, come to Trikonasana. If this is too much for your hamstrings to bear, you're going to bring your palm on your shin and you decide. You can go up till you can maintain this lateral bend of the spine. This and going down is not Trikonasana. It's better to go up where you can maintain the lateral action of the spine. You're going to move your right hip forward into your pelvis and the left hip rotates back to create opening in your pelvis. Lengthen your pubic bone towards your sternum bone. Trikonasana. If you don't have a neck condition, you can take your arm up. From here, practitioners will go to Uthita Parshvakonasana, just to just sink in the root of the thigh, Parshvakon. For those of you who have never done that before, palm on your waist, top palm on your waist, and bring your back of the wrist on the inner shin. And then, this is the root of the thigh. So you only have to imagine that you're sitting here. Sit in the root of the thigh. But back leg strong. Root of the thigh. Back leg strong. Go where you can. Use this arm to upper arm to hit that knee back towards the wall behind you so that the hip comes in and you can rotate this pelvis back. You can be here or take your arms over your head. Exhale, turn back. Jump or walk the leg back. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha, Adho Mukha. You have the option to skip that movement totally and stay in Adho Mukha Svanasana sometime. Bend the knees, jump back. Urdhva Vasana, Tadasana. I'm going to go here for the left side so that I'm still facing you. Now we're going to repeat this whole movement on the left side. So Tadasana, Urdhva Vasana, Uttanasana, bend the knees, jump back or walk back. Now this time, left leg forward, left leg jumps in or walks in. Your heel is in line. If you draw a straight line, heel is in the arch of the back foot. You have the option to climb up or stay here. But your priority is the lateral action of the spine. And now move that left hip into the pelvis. Move your right pelvis back. Your right leg is your back leg. So the pelvis rotates back. Lengthen your spine. Raise your arm up. You can be here if you need to. Raise your arm up, those who can. Arm inside. Palm on your waist. Parshvakonasana. Observe the back leg. Have you lost that contact of the back leg? Palm on the ground. Pull the quadricep. Move the knee back with your upper arm and hip in. Extend the sternum bone. Turn. Walk back or jump back. You can stay here for 2 to 3 breaths. Or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha, Adho Mukha, Uttanasana, Urdhvasana, Tadasana. Now, keep your legs apart and just observe. Take on that role of the observer again. Be relaxed. Observe the activity in your chest. Observe your heart rate. Observe how all of this, maybe for some of you this was a challenge and you've never done this before. So, but life is throwing challenges at us since the last few months. How do we adapt? Guruji, D.K. Iyengar, the practice of Iyengar Yoga gives us so many different ways to practice, to adapt to different situations, and that's the beauty of the practice. So, each of you can adapt it to your needs. So observe, relax your mind, or just observe what's happening in your body. Does the mind suddenly feel more alert? Do you suddenly feel like, wow, I never thought I could do this before? And maybe you're learning to adapt to what's happening right now. So all of it is good. Watch. And now stand in Talasana. Last two standing postures, Veerbhadra 1 and Veerbhadra 3. So stand in Talasana. You're going to take your left leg back. So the heel of the left leg is now more towards the wall behind you. The foot is at an angle. The toes are pointing diagonally in this direction. Move towards the back leg more. Pressurize the outer edge of the back foot and lift that quadricep up. Be strong in your back leg. And now the back leg hip, so which is your left leg, you're going to move it forward towards the camera, towards me. And the right leg pelvis, move back. So your pelvic bones are facing forward. That's very, very important for the health of your back, this entire lumbosacral region. Now, if you're unable to get your hips to move, you move your right leg more to the side, towards the side of the mat, left leg towards the other side of the mat. And now this will give you more access to your hips. So move that back leg hip forward, front leg pelvis back. Screw your outer hips towards each other. Raise your side trunk up, palms on your hips. From here, I'm coming in to show you, for those who have not spread their legs, and those who spread their legs will bend from here. From here, palms on your hips, and you're going to lengthen your spine up, and you're going to just sit in the root of the thigh of the front leg, back leg strong, press the heel to go down, knee in line with your second toe, knee will not go beyond the ankle. And then sacrum. So this is your sacrum. Take it down towards the floor. Lift the pubic bone up. Become tall. Raise your arms up. This is Veerbhadra 1. From here, move the whole thumb on your front leg thigh. Arms forward. Walk your back leg in. Push the thigh. Lock the knee of the back leg. Raise the leg up. Balance. We're all finding balance in life right now. Bring that foot down. Veerbhadra 1. And then pull the kneecap up. Pull from the back of the knee to the hip to straighten that leg. Palms on your hips. Walk the back leg in. Front leg back, back leg in. Now you're somewhat in the center of the mat. So, now on the other side, on the left side, we'll do this a little differently. So you're going to walk your left leg forward, right leg back. More comfortable to spread this way. And now same action. If you need to take your legs out, please take your legs out because your priority is the alignment of the hips. Back, hip forward, front leg pelvis back. Screw the hips towards each other. Now take your arms to your side, upper arms in, turn your palms to face the ceiling, raise your arms up like you have been doing. Urdhvasana position. Exhale, sit in the root of the thigh. Press the heel to go down, sit in the root of the thigh, knee on the second toe. Next exhalation, your trunk comes over your front leg thigh. Walk the back leg in, extend your arms forward, side thigh. Raise the leg up on the inhalation. Go back. Veerbhadra 1. Palms on your hips. Pull the kneecaps up. Pull the quadricep up. Then, if those who are still willing to jump, you can bring your palm down, swing that leg back, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha, go back and jump forward, inhale and come up, bounce. Okay, so now we're going to move into a different phase of the practice. Observe your heart rate, your mind, observe how you're feeling, how you're energized. Now we're going to do Prasarita Padukkanasana. Those who are practitioners, even though you can go down comfortably, I know most of you can go down comfortably, you can bring your head down, but today I want you to take a soft blanket and bring your head down on that blanket. Use that support. Lift your shoulders up. Those who are new to the practice, I'm going to show you how you're going to do the same action with the help of the wall. So we're going to use the chair. So just to show you first, so you can see clearly, legs are wide, outer edges of the feet parallel, feet are away from the wall, and now from here, you can keep so first roll, bring your palms on that support in front of you, then bring your forearms on that support, bend your knees, take your sitting bones to the wall. So your sitting bones that you used to sit on, that you also used to sit on all day, move it to the wall. And then with your knee bent, now you're going to straighten that leg, but by moving those sitting bones up at the wall. So you'll feel a stretch in your hamstring. If your hamstrings are yelling at you, walk your legs more forward. But keep those legs firm. The legs are our foundation of the spine. If the legs are strong, the spine is strong. Guruji always said that. So walk the legs back. Press your forearms onto the bolster. Move the dorsal in. So pressing the forearms gives you that access to your dorsal spine, which is between your shoulder blades. Press dorsal in. Hold your palms, and you're going to rest your forehead on that bolster. And be quiet. So if I was to show you from the side, this is what it would look like. You're resting. Legs are firm, pulling the quadriceps up. The pelvis has tilted forward, abdomen in, diaphragm up, and your forehead is just surrendering to the scroll. Then to come out, press the palms, walk the legs in, palms on your wheel, and come out. We are going to do chair Bharadwajasana. So now you need your the book, the hardcover book. Now sitting with the block between my knees. Let me show you this way. You're going to sit sideways on your chair. And anybody can do this, even if you're a senior citizen. So you're going to put this block between your knees. Your legs have to be 90 degrees. If they don't create that 90-degree angle, if they are like this, going up, you have to increase the height under your hips, maybe stack up blankets. If it's going in this angle downwards, you have to increase the height under your feet. Put something under your feet so it's 90 degrees. Okay. Press your palms down, lift the spine up. You're going to be doing a rotation. That will help you now to release any strain in your back, strain in your neck and shoulders. Press the palms down, lift your spine up. Hold the chair. Now the inhalation is that become tall. Imagine the vertebras. Imagine you creating space in your vertebras. Shoulder bones back, shoulder blades in. Inhale, lift. Exhale. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, your right leg is towards the inside of the chair. Okay? So you're going to rotate to your right side. So inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate your abdomen left to the right. Inhale, lift. Your head is following your sternum bone. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate the bottom ribs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate the shoulders. Inhale, lift. You're going to rotate your neck on its axis. The neck will not go up, not go flying down. It just rotates on its axis. On the inhalation breath, become tall. On the exhalation breath, soften your abdomen and rotate more. Rotate your head back, rotate your shoulders back. Just go to the other side. Same action. Press the soft breath gently from the outer knees inwards. That gives you access to stabilize your pelvis. Lift your spine up. Hold the chest. Shoulder bones back, shoulder blades in. Lift up. Inhale in your chest. Exhale. Now rotate your abdomen right to the left. Inhale, lift. Bottom ribs right to the left. Inhale, lift. Shoulders right to the left. Inhale. Lengthen the back of the head. Most of us have our head out all the time because of too much computer use. The chin stays back into the head. Rotate the neck on its axis. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze the abdomen one more time. Feel what a rotation does for you. A boon for people with high blood sugar. Boon for people with backache. Provided you're not distorting the spine and rotating, but keeping it on its central axis. Rotate the head back. Rotate the shoulders back. Remove the break. You can keep your chin back. We're going to lie down now. Completely shifting zone. If you take a mental note quickly, you will realize already your heart rate is a little slower. Your mind has again shifted. I'm not going to tell you, but you observe for yourself. We're going to use a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can use a stack of 2 blankets. And 1 blanket, which you're going to roll. The thickness will depend upon how much you need under your ankle. Okay? So this is the roll for my ankle. I'm going to lie down in a prone position. Now in this time of COVID, it's very important to lie down for some time in a prone position because it mobilizes the intercostal muscles on your back, mobilizes the lungs and helps you to breathe better. Okay? So the ankle on that support, lie down. You can do this lying down on your bed. And then you're going to just bring your forehead on that bolster. Lift the leg up, one leg up. Extend from the root of the thigh towards the, I'm turning my neck because so you can hear me better. You're going to keep your head on the bolster. So root of the thigh to the tips of the toes, extend. And now move the buttock away from your sacrum. So if this is my right leg, I'm moving the right glute away from the sacrum, taking the leg out to the side and bringing it on the support. Then the left leg up. Move it away from the sacrum, the buttock, and bring it down. Toes in, allow the heels to drop out. And now, arms like chaturanga. Lift the abdomen towards the chest. Bring your forehead on the bolster. You can rest your arms like this. You can rest your arms on the floor. And just be quiet. I'm again going to turn my neck so you can hear me better. You're not going to turn your neck. You're going to pressurize feel the gentle pressure of the forehead on the bolster or on your support. Now visualize with your eyes shut. From the crown of the head through the tailbone, draw a straight line in your mind. And then when you have that imagery, feel the skin from the central spine rolling down towards the floor. So the skin, the muscles don't go towards the spine, but they come away from the spine and roll towards the floor. Especially from the hip region. From the sacrum, allow the hips to roll towards the floor. Allow the heels to drop out. Allow the toes to come in. And then quietly, softly, just observe the movement in your upper back. Don't participate, don't extend your inhalation or exhalation. Only observe. We first need to take on the role of observation, of self-observation, swadhyaya, before we can take the next steps on our journey. So observe. Observe the movement in your upper back. Observe what that support under your forehead is doing for you. Observe how it is resting your mind. Observe how it is quietening your breath. Observe how after facing all the challenges of the different asanas that we did, the body is settling down, mind is settling down. You're learning to establish a state of samatvam, balance. Be quiet. I'm going to be quiet for 30 seconds so you can observe all these pointers that I just talked about. Now slowly come out of the position. Just bend your elbows, bend your knees, and just roll to one side and then come up. Now you're going to lie down in Shavasana. For Shavasana today, one blanket, fold it. So what we're trying to do is trying to create a thin bolster out of the blanket. We don't want a thick bolster today. So just fold the blanket like so. And then another blanket for your neck and head. So it's like a T shape. So this blanket, the blanket for my neck and head is going to come on top. So it makes a T. Then sit with your legs bent about a fist distance away from your first blanket. And then you're going to uncoil your spine, tailbone, lower back, middle back, upper back, and then the back of the head. And now if your chin is flying up to the ceiling, you need more height. First you hold your thumb with your thumb and forefinger, the occiput, the base of the head. Extend it towards the crown of the head. Bring your head down. If it brings your chin to a parallel position, it's alright. But if it's still like this, you need to increase the height under your head. If it's digging in, your chin is digging in too much into your chest, this is too thick for you, you have to reduce it. Okay, so from here, bring your palms, elbows down, extend the back of the shoulder towards your elbow. Bring length. When you do that, it moves the shoulders away, creating space in your neck region. This is the region where we carry all tension. So yoga teaches us to release the tension. All the asanas have a meaning. So we are releasing tension physically and metaphorically in every way. So release tension. Extend your back of the shoulders towards the elbows. And now roll your bicep down towards the floor. So you're on your outer shoulder. Turn palms to face your face. Press your upper arms down to coil your back ribs in. You get a greater opening in your chest. Walk your legs in. Lift your hips up. Hold the flesh of the buttocks. Extend the flesh of the buttocks towards the back of the knees and allow the hips to come down. And now you're going to extend one leg. Slide it on the floor as you extend it. Extend the other leg. Join your legs together like you're doing Supta Tadasana. Lift your head up to check that your head, again that same straight line from the crown of the head to the pubic bone to the center of the feet. Because that affects the state of your mind. Bring your head back down and then just allow from the hips to the legs to release to the side. The inner knees rolling to the outer knees. Big toes rolling towards the little toes. And then you can again just adjust, extend the occiput to the back of the head. Bring your arms down and just let go. If you need to, you can spread your legs even wider. And just let go completely. Relax your toes. Relax your ankles. Relax your shins. Bring quietness to the muscles of your thighs that worked. Just let go. The pelvic region is soft. Abdomen is soft. Allowing gravity to just let the abdomen softly go down towards the floor. Your chest is broad and open. Shoulders are away from the ears. Arms are relaxed to the sides. Fingertips curled in quietly. Allow the front of the throat to relax towards the back of the throat. And now most importantly, relax your facial muscles. Allow the forehead skin to roll towards the nose. Keep your eyes soft, gentle. Imagine that your eyelids are like rose petals, soft. Drop your jaw. Tongue passive, going back towards its root, resting on the lower palate. Let go completely. Now, this is the time for you to assimilate, to bring together to a conclusion all we did today, all we experienced today. So take on that role of the observer again and begin to watch your breath. Watch the breath entering the nostrils. Watch the breath leaving the nostrils. Only observe. Shift your mind to your abdomen. Watch the breath in your abdomen. Watch the breath, the inhalation, exhalation breath in the abdomen. You're not participating in the breath, you're only watching. Allow now the exhalation to become slightly longer. Let go. Observe how when the body is calm and quiet, how the heart rate has slowed down. And with the heart rate slowed down, your mind has become quiet. I can't keep you long, unfortunately, in Shavasana due to lack of time, but you are welcome to stay longer. Come out of the position, bend your palms on your trunk, bend your knees, roll towards your right side, make a pillow with your upper arm, press your left palm on the floor and come up to a sitting position. You can use your blankets to sit on so that you have a height. You can keep your spine erect. For a moment, just close your eyes. Make a mental note of the connection between how you feel right now and what is the state of your mind. The connection between feeling, mind, affects our physiology, affects how our body responds to this entire interaction. So when we are stressed, the feeling is anxious, the mind is not relaxed and has a negative effect on our body. But if the mind, now in this state after Shavasana, I'm certain your mind is relaxed. I'm certain you feel quiet and relaxed. That feeling of quietness, relaxation, will translate into a quiet state of mind, which is not dull, which is energetic, yet peaceful. And that will have a positive effect on your physiology. That will help you to come into a state of samatva. On that note, thank you very much. Namaste. My gratitude to the Iyengar Yoga Association of Mexico for giving me this opportunity, and wish everybody health, well-being, peace and happiness. Namaste.